skies, echoes drifting where the silence lies. Moonlight painting all my broken dreams in a world that's never what it seems. City buzzing like a whispered tune, lonely beats beneath the silver moon. Footsteps blending with the twilight air, finding rhythms in the midnight glare. Slow motion dreams floating on by, catching vibes while the world says hi. Lost in colors of another mind, psychedelic beats we will find. Stardust falls like urban rain, wash away now the hidden pain. Eyes are closed but I still can see, chilling with the galaxy. Slow motion dreams floating on by, catching vibes while the world says hi. Lost in colors of another mind, psychedelic beats we will find.
这个紫菜包饭，沾这个酱青来吃，很好吃。紫菜包饭沾酱青，小菜不够的前面可以加。